Hello, we're back to
Hello.
take 5, day 5, it's Friday.
It is.
And we're in Mark 5, all the 5s. So welcome back. Again, I encourage you, read chapter 5, let God speak to you. But we're going to focus on the second half of chapter 5, aren't we? And
We are.
we're particularly going to focus on the idea of faith. So we have these two intertwining tales of sickness here. There's a girl who is very sick at home, and her father, who is interestingly a synagogue leader.
Yes.
So he's not a Pharisee, but he's up there in the Jewish ranks.
Mm-hmm.
Comes to Jesus and asks him to come and heal his daughter. Put your hands on her so that she will be healed and live. So Jesus went with him. And then we have another interlude.
On the way, there we have a big crowd of people and following Jesus, because let's face it, wherever he went, there were lots of people. And we read about a woman who's been bleeding for 12 years, and she has paid all her money in order to try and get well. And she has lived as an outcast in society for all this time. And she has heard about Jesus, and she says, what does she actually say there? If I just touch his clothes, I will be healed.
So she thinks it.
Yeah. Well, she thinks it, yes, it's a thought. So she puts herself in a really difficult position where she doesn't want to be recognised by people that she might know, where she might expose herself. Something might happen that she's revealed, because there's so many people there.
Yeah.
And yet she's still prepared to go and just touch his cloak. And I just think, and then Jesus says, what's happened? Somebody's touched me. Who touched me? Who touched my clothes? Because he senses the power. As it say, the power's gone out of him.
Yes. Jesus at once realised that power had gone out from him.
So, and that always makes me wonder why he says that, because when you're in a crowd of people, if you're in a room full and it's very, very busy and you're all being jostled up against, and, well, somebody touched me, well, yes, there's lots of people here.
But this woman came with faith, didn't she? She knew that if she could just touch Jesus, she was going to be healed. And that kind of triggered the response through Jesus.
But it also, if she was singled out then, in front of all these people,
absolutely.
And because of that, he says to her, go, your faith has made you well, your daughter, your faith has healed you, in front of all these people.
Yeah.
So that's brilliant for her, as living an outcast life, and then suddenly, in front of us, all these people, he's kind of restoring her, not just her health, but her situation as well.
Yeah. Now, we need to take a commercial break here, because this poor synagogue leader, who's expressed his faith, if you just come and lay your hands on her, she will live. I mean, that's a faith expression, isn't it? He must be wondering what on earth is going on, because this is urgent. Yes,
he's thinking, hurry up, can we get going?
And he must be getting frantic, and then he gets the dreadful news that his daughter has died. And Jesus says, don't be afraid, just believe, and asks him to cling on in faith. Yes. Hold on there, son. The cavalry's coming. That must have been really difficult for this guy.
Well, it must have been. It must have been incredibly difficult. Do not be afraid. Gosh, in that situation, that is...
This little girl.
Yes, absolutely.
And we know the rest of the story. Jesus goes and heals him and says to her, little girl, I say to you, get up. Immediately the girl stood up and began to walk around. At this they were completely astonished. Parents, a few of his close disciples. Yes. What an amazing moment. Yes. But it all seems to be revolve around faith, doesn't it? The faith of the synagogue leader coming to Jesus in the first place, seeking him out. That can't have been easy, because he was in a religious position. The faith of the woman to risk that embarrassment in front of everybody.
Huge.
And then the faith that Jesus tells the guy to hold on with. Don't be afraid, just believe. It's going to happen. So maybe you're holding on in faith for something. I think today God would say, hold on. Just hold on and I will meet you. I will come and I will do what only I can do in your situation. And that's as true for us today as it was in Jesus' time. The Holy Spirit is with us, and he puts faith in our hearts to hold on. And sometimes it is just gritting your teeth, grim determination, and holding on. So maybe you can do that today. Hold on tight. And obviously we're finishing our week here. We don't have recordings or passages for Saturday and Sunday. But I would say to you, go back and reread the first 5 chapters of Mark. Or read ahead the next 5 chapters. And again, let God speak to you. But it's good to read the Bible in big chunks and to see how that the Holy Spirit can speak to your heart through that. So use Saturday, use Sunday. Maybe you've got a little bit extra time to spend some more time reading and reread or pre-read what's coming next. But I hope you have a great day, and that God's Spirit will dwell in you richly and just produce that fruit of faith in your life. Have a lovely day.
Bye.